Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
Hey guys, welcome to episode 32 of the Real Flicks podcast. Mason Marriage here, as always, joined with the full roster. Everybody, no more disabled lists. Everybody's off the DL. We're back into the game. That's a baseball reference for those who get it. I don't know. Your scoff tells me otherwise, Cody, but the unmistakable scoff of Cody Redfield.
Yep.
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty great.
And Josh, how was your half week off?
It was nice.
It was nice. Did you how many times did you watch the Friday the 13th movies or whatever?
One.
Or actually, let's talk about this. You watched the entire Child's Play series. Yes or no?
Oh, I've seen them all yet.
But did you watch them like recently, like this week?
No, I didn't. I watched one of them recently. I watched the fourth one recently.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw more on your.
I reviewed them. I didn't watch all of them.
Oh, I can't. You can't do that. You can't.
I do that.
It's like going from memory. I've done that too. I really can't say anything.
Here's a dilemma though. So I've told you guys, I've spoken on this podcast before, that back in 2013, the summer 2013, I kept a movie log of every movie I've seen in a composition notebook. You know, those like black and white things.
That sounds terrifying.
I don't have that many friends, okay? But no. So should I go back and put all that information into my Letterboxd account, or should I just keep going? No, do it, Cody. What do you think?
If you have nothing better to do, might as well.
That's true.
See some older thoughts, then watch, then put it in the newer review. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of work because that's 2 years of movies. So.
But what do you have to do other?
Well, I've got a family. I got kids. I got kids.
Well, your grandma doesn't like you from your Snapchat story, obviously.
Yeah, I was making fun of her. She was watching a stupid thing on PBS.
What was that? I was wondering what show that was.
I asked her. I'm pretty sure this is LSD. Like, I'm fairly certain that's what this is. She's like, stop it. I was like, whatever. I don't know if you guys saw the recent one, but there was a black guy tap dancing, and I was like, wow, we've come so far.
We've made it.
It was interesting. I was like, in the snap, I was like, why didn't he whip, or something? But anyways, all right. So we got a fun episode planned for today. We got some movie news, all that good stuff, the typical Real Flicks crapola to talk about. But before we do that, since I forgot last week, we're gonna get it done now. So we made our Captain America Civil War predictions a little while ago. I'm sure you guys have all forgotten what you said. Josh,
I remember my Rotten Tomato score. I don't remember my box office.
Okay.
I remember my bullshit box office because you assholes made me go first.
You need to get better at that.
I don't care.
Okay, well, let's get it started. So
I don't like that game.
We'll start with Rotten Tomatoes. Cody, you picked 85%.
Wow.
Josh, you picked 91%.
Ooh.
And I picked 89%.
Oh God, who wins?
So, as of right now, Rotten Tomatoes score is exactly 90%. So, Josh, you and I get to chalk up a tie on this one.
Damn, I thought it was 91.
No, it's 90%. They scaled it back a little bit. So, unfortunately, and now for box office. So, for box office, I said 195 million. Josh said 209 million.
Damn it.
Cody said 175 million, and it was a $179 million weekend. So, Cody, you're not as bad as you think you are at the box office game. You won it this week. Congrats.
All right, good.
I'm so glad you said that. I was like, perfect. So, all right. So this one goes to a tie, but Cody did get the did get the win technically.
We all got a point.
Well, no, Josh and I cancel each other out, is what I. So
awesome.
You win. Congrats. You win. Bach. You win.
I don't like that rule.
You win the prediction.
I win Civil War today.
Yeah, you won our Civil War. But yeah, so X-Men is coming up, and it looks like by default one of us is gonna win the Rotten Tomatoes. Well,
not me.
Well, I didn't say it. Maybe.
I don't remember what I got. I don't remember.
Did we guess that already?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Oh God.
Yeah, that one's interesting.
Oh no. Oh
well,
boy.
You can't blame us though.
No, I was literally watching Days of Future Past like a half hour ago.
Oh, I watched it last night.
And that movie's great.
Oh my God. Just I cannot wait to talk about X-Men and then Apocalypse next week. I'm super excited for that.
Are we gonna like kind of recap the series quickly before we do that?
Yeah, we'll do a quick little conversation.
Okay, cool.
So we're gonna do we're obviously gonna do game night next week, of course, because these event movies you got to pull out all the stops. You got to You got to play all the games and have a good time. So I'm feeling chronology for next week. So
Okay.
they got a big cast. So I'm not gonna tip my hand as to what the audibles we're calling. So be ready, you guys. So, but before we do that, we got to take care of the matter at hand. Josh, let's take a look around the business. Let's talk about some news and trailers and confirmations and declarations, all that good stuff. So, Josh, what's going on?
Well, speaking of X-Men, big star X-Men.
What, Caitlyn Jenner? Oh.
Oh,
Jesus.
Ooh, how topical.
We just lost everybody.
Rumor has it, he or she or whatever switching back. She's switching teams, so go figure. I don't know how you can do that, but whatever.
Whatever floats your boat, man.
Oh,
God
damn.
Whatever.
Classic Dash. Anyways, Josh, get started. Yeah.
So again, so big star of X-Men, obviously, Hugh Jackman. He's been playing Wolverine for almost 17 years now.
Jesus.
And
I love that picture that circulated of side by side of him in the first X-Men movie, and then him just jacked out of his mind. It's so
shredded.
funny.
He got shredded for the last Wolverine movie.
It's like a little bean in the first one. It's funny.
But yeah, he's coming up on his final performance as Wolverine next March in whatever the movie's called, the final Wolverine movie. And it was like rumored for a while, and it's confirmed this is going to be an R-rated movie. They're going all out. They said it's going to be kind of have a Western kind of tone, post-apocalyptic type of thing. And also Patrick Stewart is going to be in it as Professor X.
Is this his last go, do you think?
Probably. That's my guess.
Okay. Interesting.
But, yeah. And apparently it's already started shooting. So
nice. And wasn't the Wolverine supposed to be R-rated? But they pulled back on it?
There's an unrated cut.
Oh, okay.
So it's really good. I actually like that version more than the actual.
I've actually never seen the Wolverine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never seen it. I've been meaning to get around to it, but
I think it's really good.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, Cody, what do you think about R-rated Wolverine?
Whatever.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see if it's becoming a gimmick, making R-rated movies after Deadpool. Now, I'm not saying that it is.
True.
Josh. I can feel your anger.
I'm not angry. I just have. It's more not you. It's just when I see backlash like this, just in waves.
Yeah.
About like one little thing, everyone reacts so hugely to one little thing. It just drives me insane.
Yeah.
So, but
I'm
I don't know. I'm excited. I think he'd be good. It's going to be good R-rated.
Yeah, I'm okay with it for the sole fact that like that's a part of his history. Like if they were to do an R-rated Superman, I'd be like, okay, come on.
Yeah, that's
the fact that this is Wolverine and the guy's like a certified badass and he's fought in like all the wars. I'm like, all right, that's fine. If you want to do that, that's cool. But like if it's Captain America or Ant-Man that's R-rated, it's like, okay, let's calm down here.
Like, call me a psychopath, but I want to see Wolverine slash someone's throat and rip people in half, and that's what we're gonna get. So I'm happy.
You should check out Green Room then. I've heard that there's a good amount of that in that.
Oh, I really want to see that.
I want to see that.
I don't want to see that at all.
Really?
I'd rather watch Batman and Robin.
Why?
Well, that's actually unfair.
You like Batman and Robin?
I do.
Though.
I kind of do.
Why do you not want to see it?
I don't. It just seems like too. From what I've heard, it seems too grisly for my taste. I don't know.
Oh,
you spineless liberal bastard. Is that what you want to say?
I was going to say pussy, but
okay. Well, that's the same. That's a synonym for a lot of people. But oh well. I don't like violence that much. I don't. It's fine in spurts. Like if it's Deadpool and it's silly, then I'm like, okay, that's cool. But I don't know, if you're just ripping the dude's eye out to rip a dude's eye out, it's like, all right, that's whatever.
Is it? I didn't know Green Room was like a violent movie. I thought it was just like
that's what I heard.
I heard it's super fucked up.
Like Sin City, I'm down with that kind of violence because that totally fits. Like that scene with Elijah Wood in the tree.
Well, it's also stylized.
Like stylized violence.
It's not realistic violence. Okay. That's not how people actually bleed or whatever.
I wouldn't really know, but I hope I never find out. That was not something I'm looking forward to. But cool. So Wolverine, fun. Yeah. All right, let's move on.
All right, so moving over from fake Marvel to real Marvel, kind of. Marvel, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So a bunch of casting stuff. First, we'll just get the quick one out of the way. We kind of already talked about this. Michael Keaton is now officially in Spider-Man Homecoming. He was going to be it, then he wasn't going to be in it, then he was going to be in it again, and now it's official. He's officially in the movie.
Like, did Marvel say he's in it?
it was like confirmed with the studio from the Variety or whoever or
Now,
Hollywood.
I'd be down with that. I would be down, be like, okay, yeah, that's happening. But at the same time, he dropped out once before, so
Well, that was like when they were in talks.
yeah, I know, but just you know what I'm saying? Like he's already left once, so I until Marvel comes out with like one of their Marvel press releases, and I'm not buying it. But you never know, stuff could happen.
Yeah. So the report is he's a villain, most likely Vulture. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be awesome, and it's Michael Keaton. So yes.
Yeah. Did you guys see the trailer for The Founder? By the way,
I think I did. I don't remember.
Oh, it's his McDonald's movie.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that.
Looks like it's gonna be fun.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
I think Nick Offerman's in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Minus the mustache. I don't know how that's gonna go over.
Well, then I just have.
Well, haven't you ever watched? He's on Fargo. He literally has a beard but no mustache.
True.
I don't like that. Okay, so next up in casting world, Black Panther is getting a bunch of people, a bunch of black people.
Whoa!
Can't have that.
Does that really matter?
The NAACP has thrown a friggin' party. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, the movie
of course.
in like
It's based in Africa.
But if you were to whitewash it, I'm not denying that I would laugh a little bit. Be like, okay.
I think it'd be kind of funny, actually. Andy Serkis is in it. Isn't he playing an African in that too?
He's
South African, though.
He's like a mercenary or whatever. It's like,
I don't know if he's in it. I just know he's like a Black Panther character.
Black Panther starring
Andy Serkis.
James Marsden.
James Marsden.
Whitest guy ever.
Literally the whitest guy ever. Adam Driver.
God.
Hey everybody, I'm the Black Panther.
I came here for the blackness. I like the cloaks. I like the suits.
I think I just really fit.
Do you see the island? Yeah, that's Madagascar, Adam. God. Anyways, So down the cast for us, Josh.
It's Lupita Nyong'o, and Michael B. Jordan so far.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know about that. Michael B. Jordan's in it?
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan. Apparently, he's might be playing the villain.
He's reprising his character from Creed.
That'd be sweet.
As the villain.
Adonis versus Black Panther. That would be something.
That's interesting because, like, for the longest time, and it made sense because they were they're boys and everything. It was like, oh, now Michael B. Jordan's going to be Black Panther, or when Coogler signed out, like, oh, well, now they're going to replace Boseman with Michael B. Jordan or something. So that's interesting that he's giving him a role.
There was also a rumor that John Boyega might be circling a role, but that's not like official or reported or anything. That's just a small rumor. But
this movie, when this movie comes out and if it's good, it's going to be the new. Oh, I have a black friend. It's like, oh, I love Black Panther. Black Panther's great.
It's like Roots. I really love Roots.
Love Roots. But that sounds like a good cast, up and coming talents, young talents.
It's gonna be good. I think I have faith for this movie.
I'm
especially
totally
after Civil War, because Black Panther's badass.
He was amazing in that. I'm really excited, and it's nice, get some more, not white male leading superhero movies. That's always cool. So, so there's the Black Panther casting, and then the
wait. So when is The Rock gonna join the cast? That's what I want to know.
I hope soon.
That'd be funny.
I really hope he joins. I don't even know if he's still in the. Who is he playing? Black Adam, who's who he was going to be playing in DC, but
close enough.
I don't know if that's still happening, but
get it, Black Adam.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Funny.
I think he's like.
He's like Samoan. Yeah, he's kind of blackish. I don't know. He's one of those. He's a mix of a bunch of stuff. But his last.
Let's take a look. I think is it called American Samoa? Or Samoa American.
But what's the other cast we got, Josh?
So now we go to Thor 3, or Thor Ragnarok, that's called. Hey, you liked the first one.
I know, but I hated the second one.
It's a different director.
Same universe though, brah.
Hey. So you got our official cast, and it's beautiful because it has Jeff Goldblum in it. No one else matters. It just has Jeff Goldblum.
That's really all that's important. To tell you the
question is, what character is he playing?
He's playing the character of
Savage. Huh?
He's actually playing someone called what was his name?
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. That was it. I have no idea who that is. I don't know who any of these characters are. So. And then there's also Carl Urban, which is really cool because he's an underrated actor in my
Oh,
opinion.
absolutely. I love Urban.
Playing Batman.
That he would have been a great Batman.
The Grandmaster is pretty cool, to be honest. He's like Dr. Manhattan with like a really badass like cape robe thing and white hair.
So he's not naked the whole time?
Unfortunately not. No, he's cool though. I'm down with that.
Awesome. More Goldblum, the better. And then I don't remember if we talked about either of these before, but Tessa Thompson and Kate Blanchett they were reported before and now they're confirmed. So they're both going to be in the movie. I think Kate Blanchett is playing the villain.
Damn. If you're gonna be in a big superhero or like a big blockbuster movie, Kate, why do you have to pick Marvel? Come on.
Because
be Bond. I don't care.
No, f that.
Shut up.
Uh,
Get out.
She already lost her chance with Daniel Craig now, so
that's true. No, but I freaking love Carl Urban. He's so fun.
Yeah, he's great.
He's a cool actor. Wow, he's 43 years old. Doesn't look it. Good for him.
He looks like he's like in his early 30s.
Yeah, I know. That's fun.
Yeah.
What's up next?
So moving on from Marvel to DC, Warner Brothers and DC Films or the DCEU, whatever they're calling it. I don't know.
Yeah, they need to work on that acronym.
There's a big shakeup going on. Things are massively changing, sort of. They were not blown away with their numbers for Batman vs Superman because it didn't make $1 billion.
That's
but
insane.
it made money. It made
more money than I'll ever see in my entire life.
Exactly. It made a small profit for them, but or maybe a big profit. I don't really know how these things work. But it didn't make as much as they wanted, and it wasn't received anywhere near as well as they wanted it to be by critics or fans. But because of that, we're getting good things because they're kind of taking the right page out of Marvel's book, and they're getting their Kevin Feige, so to speak. They're getting their ringleader in the form of Jeff Johns, aka DC's God right now, and DC Comics at the moment. He's pretty much their go-to guys.
I don't know. I like Scott Snyder more, to be honest.
Well, I mean, like I'm just talking about the guy who's like the most well-versed and like most revered as of right, like in right.
I don't think Scott Snyder even works for DC anymore.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
He doesn't write Batman anymore. He just wrote.
I thought he switched to like. I can't keep up with.
I don't pay attention. I just know he doesn't write Batman anymore.
Oh, but he did.
But like Jeff Johns like works exclusively in DC. So
right.
Yeah, like forever. He's like the CEO.
And aren't he and Affleck working on the Batman movie together?
Yeah, they are co-writing them. They actually think they already co-wrote them.
That's good. They should have done that from the beginning. That's done. God, why would you?
And then John Berg, who's been a producer with Ben Affleck since like Argo, and he's doing Alive by Night with him. He's doing kind of the co-runner with Jeff Johns, so it's going to be kind of the guy who knows the DC lore like the back of his hand, who's also been working in the film industry. He was a intern with Richard Donner back when he was making Superman. And then you have John Berg, who kind of knows the film industry, and he's been working with Ben Affleck. And so the two of them are going to work together and steer the ship and be the head of the DC Films division for Warner Brothers instead of just having a group of producers working from film to film to film. So It's going to work similarly to Marvel, but they're still going to remain their director-driven approach, is what they say, which is cool. But yeah, this is the big thing. So basically, these two are the guys in charge. All the directors now report to them, and they report to Warner Brothers.
Interesting.
So I think this is a fantastic move, and is the first thing that has had me excited for DC movies since walking out of Batman vs Superman. So,
Cody, what do you think?
Cool.
You're a Jeff Johns fan?
I don't really have an opinion on Jeff Johns.
Fair enough. I don't think he has.
But remember, I also liked Batman v Superman.
True.
That's fine.
So
I can admit, BVS, it could have. Excuse me. It could have been better. I mean, if he brings a level head to all this, then that's great. Then that's we all qui bono, who benefits, and it's all of us. I think.
I mean, between this and then having Ben Affleck producing or executive producing Justice League,
yeah,
I like the directions. They're taking the right steps to right the ship, if you will.
Right.
Even if you guys both liked the movie, I didn't, but a lot of people liked the movie. A lot of people liked the movie, but a lot of people didn't. And I think to make a less divisive movie, this is the right way to go. So I'm very excited to see what becomes of this. Apparently, his influence has already been taken over, where he's been having a hand in kind of working on Suicide Squad. Because apparently, there's rumors that maybe that's not as great as some people are saying. I don't know. Or apparently, it's just the third act that's a big mess. I don't know, but it's all rumor. I don't really buy into that crap. So that's what's going on with DC.
Interesting. So it sounds like the BVS was a bit of like a slap in the face almost. Like, wake up, guys. Like, or that scene in Inception where they dunk DiCaprio in the tub. He just like, he throws around like, "Ugh." Yeah. Interesting. Cool. So what's next, Josh?
Sticking in DC for one more story. So it's really, I'm more just excited about how this happened than the actual story. But apparently Warner Brothers is also developing a Harley Quinn movie, but not really a Harley Quinn movie. It's more like just like a DC female characters driven movie that will feature, according to the report, I think it was who was it? It was Birds of Prey. So Catwoman, I think, is involved. And
really? Huh.
I'm not sure about that. And then the other one I knew was Black Canary.
Okay. Any idea, any word on Huntress? Because I've always liked her.
I think Huntress is involved. I don't know like almost anything about Birds of Prey. So whoever that main group of characters is, that's probably who they're going to go with.
Yeah, this is comic, so that really is not narrowing it down. Like, there's a revolving door. But yeah, so essentially it's Harley Quinn and then Batman women.
Oh, okay. Here's the list. It's Black Canary, Oracle, Huntress, Catwoman, Hawkgirl, Poison Ivy, Vixen. So that's kind of the basic ones that are you pulled from.
Okay. No thanks on Poison Ivy. I'm good. Oracle's cool because that means you get Jenna Malone.
You want Mr. Freeze back, but you don't want Poison Ivy.
Yeah, because Poison Ivy sucks.
I'd like her more than Freeze.
You mean she sucks?
Well, Poison Ivy's potential to be cool is way less than Mr. Freeze.
Oh, I'm completely opposite of that.
Dude, you got to watch that animated series. You have to. If you watch we've talked about this. If you're gonna watch Batman the animated series, start at Heart of Ice. Is that what it's called, Cody?
Yeah, it's a 2-part episode in the first season.
Yeah, start with that. If you don't like that, then you don't have to watch any more of the show. But before you knock Mr. Freeze, please watch it. All right. Please. It's 40 minutes long. You're gonna. I think you're gonna like it. Mr. Freeze is awesome.
I just have Arnold yelling.
I know. I understand. But this is therapy. I'm helping you.
I can't believe you've never watched this.
I don't know. I don't know. I was a Spider-Man.
How did that happen for you? I mean, I also watched Spider-Man.
Yeah, I watch everything.
You can watch both.
I don't know. I didn't get into Batman until I was like 10 or 11. I don't know.
God, you were a lame kid.
I'm looking up the season 1. I have the season 1 of Batman the Animated Series on.
Bada bing. That needs to be on Netflix.
Oh, Heart of Ice is 1 episode. I was thinking the Two-Face is.
That one's good.
Wasn't there like an animated movie sequel with?
Yeah, Sub-Zero. That's fine. That's for after. If your appetite is still, if you still have one for it.
But you can tell Heart of Ice is important because there's a commentary by the creators of the show.
Yeah, like Mr. Freeze was dead for 40 years before
He was a garbage character before this.
Yeah. Then they're like, hey, this guy's actually could be awesome, and they made him awesome, and he's been awesome ever since.
Nice.
Almost ever since. I'm not defending Arnold by any means, but
he was garbage too.
That's that's the garbage Mr. Freeze that they left out. Like that was it's awful. Cool. So
but in
Birds of Prey,
the thing is the reason I'm kind of more excited about this because this is a passion project from Margot Robbie because the reason this is even a thing is because when she was doing research for Harley Quinn, she just like was so falling in love with all these characters and these stories. She was like, I'm really into this. And so she decided to go work with a writer. I don't know who the writer it is, but she worked with a writer, and together they came up with a pitch for a movie together because she was so wanting this to happen. And then they went to pitch it to Warner Brothers, and her wanting to just make this happen got it in development. So just the fact that stuff like that is happening.
She never struck me as an actress who gave a shit. So
and she's gonna be a producer on
that sounds like a bad thing, but like we all know actresses out there are just like I'm an actress, like I'm just gonna be in the movie. I'm gonna be pretty. She actually seems like she's an artist. So good for her. Go Margot Robbie. She's the best.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn's a bit of a.
She's killing it.
I'm down with everything but her look. I just don't like the look that they're going for. But we've talked about that.
I don't know. I think it looks pretty much. I mean, aside from like the shirt or whatever, I guess. But
I'm interested to see Huntress.
At least she doesn't look like the Joker.
That's true. She's like, if he's a 10 in the scale, she's like a 6. So I don't know. She needs a hammer. Like, I don't know why they didn't give her the hammer. I love the hammer.
Apparently, they've like tried every design that was ever like in a comic book on her. So there was a version with a hammer.
That's good.
So
unitard. That would.
It's all come down to the voice, though. If she can come close to Tara Strong's voice, I'll probably be happy.
Hell, they should have just gotten Tara Strong to do it. She's hot enough.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah, but
she doesn't sell tickets.
She's a voice actress.
Well, yeah, but have you ever seen her face?
Voice actresses are just as I think can be just as talented as normal actresses.
They can.
Like
but
Amy
I think
Poehler, I think she gave one of the best performances of the year with Inside Out.
Oh, she was great in Inside Out, actually. Yeah.
So, and the woman from The Office too. I can't remember her name.
Yeah,
Phyllis from The Office. Yeah.
Phyllis. That was perfect casting.
Yeah. Hate her too. Freaking love Hater. But anyways, yeah, Birds of Prey. Any idea when that's going to be out or how it's going to factor in?
Probably not anytime in the near future. Probably like 2018, 2019.
2024.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie will be 40 years old.
Still be hot.
True. Cool. All right. So what's up next?
Moving out of the superhero world into my world, the horror world. The James Wan world, if you will.
Okay, I'm gonna go shoot up some heroin. I'll be right back.
This is Insidious Chapter 4. It's happening. It's coming out in October of next year. I know you guys don't give a crap about this, so I'll get through this fast.
Thanks.
I love the Insidious movies. I think the first one and the third one are awesome. The first one's one of my favorite horror movies of all time because James Wan is a genius. Third one I thought was really underrated. Second one was good. But I love these movies. I want to see more of them. I just love mainly just the character of the character Lynn Shay plays. She's awesome.
Who?
And
the old woman?
Yes.
Okay.
Watch the third one. You'll love her more.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do.
Did you guys have you guys seen any of these?
I've seen the first two.
I saw the third one when I was working at the movie theater which was, I'll be honest, I was a little creeped out by it, but
yeah.
Is the second one the one where they went to the guy's house?
Yes.
And he was just rocking back and forth?
Yes, where they went to the dad's mother's house.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's spooky.
Yeah. But
still wasn't the first one is still the best one.
First one's the best
with Darth Maul in there playing Tiny Tim. It's awesome.
Is Patrick Wilson gonna be back?
I hope. He wasn't in the third one, so
he wasn't?
Once they got rid of their good actors and went with like the average looking white female, I was just like, okay, I probably don't need to see this anymore.
The third one, the actress third one was cute, but she was actually a really good actress.
Okay.
But I don't know. I really enjoy the movie. These are my Paranormal Activities, so because I hate those movies and I love these ones. And I'll see them forever. So keep making them. And Lee Winnell.
They'll make one bad one, and you're like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I love what Lee Winnell did after I was afraid he was going to be terrible, but he did good. So there's that. And then we're going to move over to who the F cares? Transformers 5.
The final, what was it? The Last Night?
Yes.
Last Night.
We have a title.
Awesome. Rad.
Dude.
Thick. Do you think they're going to have more dinosaurs? Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, Transformers The Last Night. It's directed by Michael Bay again. Mark Wahlberg's in it. Josh Duhamel.
I know. We know you don't care, Josh. Okay, just say the guy's name.
What's it? Duhamel. Yeah.
Fergie's husband. How you like that? People gonna
hashtag feminism.
Yeah, exactly. There you go, women.
Does anyone care about this stupid movie?
Nope.
Okay.
China does. They're friggin' psyched.
Why? Why do these stupid
robots? They like robots.
Yeah.
Why? I don't want.
Okay, how many times a year? Okay, how many times a year do we get like check out what Japan and China did with making them creepy ass robot? Like they love robots, they love it. You can't blame them. We liked robots, then we got over it. Now we like robotic characters in Marvel movies. Sorry,
savage.
That's actually not true. I take that back, but they just like robots, man.
Hey, that was such a burn. Oh my god, I'm still on that.
Sorry.
Like that was
sorry.
So mean.
I'm sorry. I'm teething. But But Josh, what company is this?
Paramount. I think.
That's Paramount.
Yeah.
Okay. They fund some interesting movies though. So and I'm assuming they do with Transformers money. So why not? Like
Because the last
these
four-
aren't hurting
last-
you. They're not
last-
infringing on your life.
Because I want good. Because Transformers is a cool property with a
It's-
lot of cool potential, and the
No,
last three were ass. So
Is it? Does this series have potential though?
I think it does. The first one, I like the first one to an extent. The second one, I know you
Okay.
probably haven't seen it since you were 14. So
I have
The
never.
second one is poopy garbage.
I am 30 years old, but no, actually, okay. Here's the kind of movies that Transformers helps fund. Okay, 10 Cloverfield Lane. Everybody Wants Some. My favorite movie of the year so far. Silence by Martin Scorsese, allied with Brad Pitt. Untitled Friday the 13th movie. So there you go.
That's my favorite one.
God Particle, a sci-fi movie by Bad Robot Pictures. Ghost in the Shell, a little bit less. I don't know. That's sort of
I'm excited for that one.
SpongeBob 3. Story of Your Life, Denis Villeneuve. That's how the system works. You're gonna get they make these big giant blockbusters to help pay for the smaller stuff that they can take a risk on, and then maybe turn a profit and do something different. So if I don't have to see them, then I don't care if there's Transformers. I can just that's not my life. I mean, we're probably gonna see it for the podcast now that I know you hate it so much.
Damn it!
Because that make for a fun episode.
But
No, it won't. No one wants to see it.
it'll be like 3 hours long this time.
So
And
They're getting progressively longer.
every point you made is completely valid, and it just totally makes sense.
exactly.
You can make
Cut it there.
good-
Say
you
more
can
nice
make-
things. Say more nice things about me. No.
You can make good blockbusters. Like, why just make them? You can make billion-dollar movies. Make them good. Make them awesome movies instead of just putting out garbage that Chinese audiences are gonna absorb like sponges with no minds and don't care about anything. Like,
Whoa!
sorry, but like that's
You're
just
starting
like,
to insult
No,
our
it's just-
Chinese viewers.
Action. It has no language barrier to it. So I get why you hate them, and I know that they're awful movies, but
I hate my
they're means to an end. Like here, let's.
like there's good things buried in even the fourth one, which I couldn't stand, and the second one, which is terrible. There's good things that have potential for great storytelling in every single one of these
Here,
movies.
Josh, let me tell you this. Want to hear something funny?
Go for it.
Domestic gross for Transformers: Age of Extinction, on a production budget of $210 million, it grossed $245 million. Domestically, it made $858 million, with China eating up $320 million of that. So, just to give some, the UK also $33 million from them. So
Then I stand corrected. Americans, you're all stupid.
no, that's we hate the movie.
Oh wait,
it only made 245.
you said it made 850 here.
No, it made
You said
858 foreign.
I think you
Oh,
meant
I'm-
international.
Yeah,
I
domestic.
take everything.
255.
Back. I'm stupid.
Here, I'll look up Captain America: Civil War just for comparison. So vent for a second.
Let it all out.
Yeah.
Michael Bay. I just don't want. No, just get another director.
Okay.
Just get someone else.
By comparison, as of May 20th, Captain America has made $322 million. So there you go.
Oh.
So it's foreign 676. So it's American audiences, as much as people want you to believe it, they're not flocking to go see this movie. That's like if you take away America out of the equation, the movie's not getting they're not making another one because it's that's not that great of a gross for the amount of money they're pumping into it. So it's just it's what pays the bills, man. Sometimes you got to do things you're not proud of. Sometimes you got to go stand on the street corner, and that's what Paramount does with Transformers. They whore themselves out. That's
I
okay.
get it, but,
It's
like,
business.
You can, but like those audiences, like they're still gonna see the movie if it has all the busy explosions. But it's good. Like we were just talking about X-Men: Days of Future Past. That's a friggin' amazing movie with lots of action and explosions and giant robots.
True.
And it made a good amount of money. It made actually like the most money of any of the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Why can't you make a Transformers movie that good?
Because they don't feel like it.
Well,
Making good
that's-
stuff takes time and effort. They don't feel like it.
That's sad. and
Cody, what do
pathetic.
you think? Transformers 5. Do you have any thoughts? Do you have
I
any?
don't want to see it. I'm not gonna see it unless I have to. I haven't seen the last two of them, or I saw the
Yeah, you're not gonna be that far behind, my friend.
Shit. I'm only 1 behind, and I plan to stay 2 behind after this, unless I have to see it.
We'll see. All right. Well, what's up next, Josh?
All right. More a positive note after my little venting.
It got dark.
Yeah, real dark.
I went to my dark place for the day. Star Trek is going beyond.
Mm-hmm. So, what did you think about the trailer, Josh?
Well, first, before I get to the trailer, did you guys see at least the posters?
I saw the
I
posters.
saw one of the posters.
Fabulous posters.
The posters are beautiful.
Fabulous.
They're amazing.
Absolutely fabulous. What one do you like more? The one with the 3 of their faces, or the one with the Enterprise?
I like the
I
Enterprise
only saw the
more.
one with the Enterprise.
Yeah.
The one with their faces I love because it's like an homage to the original movie.
Yeah, I like that. I like the colors.
Yeah, I just loved how colorful both of them are.
I like
love
the colors.
I'm not like. That's why I like it. It's good.
Yeah, it's
cool colors.
just really cool to see. Apparently, it's better than just Benedict Cumberbatch on a mountain of dirt staring at the sky.
Yeah, that's garbage.
Yeah. But yeah, the trailer. You guys didn't watch it.
No, and I have a good reason to, but I want to hear what you think first.
Well, first of all, I'm one of 4 people on the planet that liked the first trailer.
Yes, you are one of 4 people.
I like Beastie Boys, so.
No, everybody likes.
It
Nobody's
was never
denying
about
the
the Beastie
song.
Boys.
It's the
Well,
trailer put together was awful.
I don't know. I liked it, but I mean, it was just a teaser. It wasn't like it didn't like blow me away. I was like, oh, this looks cool. This trailer looks amazing. I was actually shocked at how much I loved it. I know I wasn't sure how well Justin Lin would do because I prefer J.J. Abrams as a filmmaker because it's J.J. But Justin Lin, he's just known for that's the Fast and Furious guy. But it looks like he's doing a great job of balancing the big spectacle action, but more sci-fi story. It actually looks more about character and story than the last 2. And just the trailers, it's a really well put together trailer that doesn't really reveal all that much except for the basic premise.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks amazing. This movie looks amazing. I'm so excited right now. I watched it a couple times earlier today. Star Trek Beyond looks way better than I ever expected it to be. So I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to this. I don't know, you guys. Why didn't you watch the trailer?
Cody?
Because I hated the last one, and it made it look bad.
Well, the last trailer or the last movie?
Trailer.
Okay.
I really liked the last movie.
Okay.
The last movie was cool. I didn't watch it because I've heard it's good. I've heard the trailer's good. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna kind of avoid this one and keep my dog shit expectations. And then when I see the movie, I'll like it all the more. So
fair point.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably better than watching this one and then having a new wave of like feelings and thoughts and then maybe being disappointed. But the fact of the matter is I'm going in this movie thinking, okay, well, this is going to be a chore to get through. So if it turns out to be good, then I'll be psyched and I can't wait.
I would just say this trailer is a night and day difference from the last trailer. It looks like a completely different type of movie. So that's what I will say.
Good.
So yeah.
But
it looks awesome.
The fact of the matter is, the first trailer did have one of the worst jokes ever. It's like when somebody gets hurt, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna feel that in the morning," or "That's gotta hurt," or something like that. Some stupid joke. I hate that. But so if that's in the movie, I'm gonna be bummed. But,
there was a good joke in the. I won't tell you, but there's a good joke at the end of this trailer.
Good. Good.
So yeah.
Last bit of news.
Last bit of news.
Let's talk about it.
Let's do it. The elephant in the room, in Mason's house. This is the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig.
Oh no!
It's not official, but it's looking like it's probably happening. Daniel Craig is not returning to play James Bond anymore. He is retiring from the role. He turned down a offer of more money than I will ever see in my life to come back for 2 more movies, and he's done. He has put down the suit, and he's not doing it anymore. And Mason is crying.
No.
Can you guys hear that?
Yes.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
That's the sound. That's the sound of a young man's hopes being put in a garbage disposal.
For this
Set on
episode's picture, can you make it that image of the Native American from that PSA from the 1970s?
Oh my god!
With the one rolling tear, and then Photoshop Mason over top of it.
That sounds like a lot of work, but I'll
I think that should be the picture.
Okay, let me address this first. First of all,
Okay.
this is being reported by the Daily Mail UK, which
Yeah.
it's the Daily Mail. Eon hasn't said anything. Daniel Craig obviously hasn't said anything recently, at least. I mean, it's of course have said that he would rather slit his wrists than do a movie, which I kind of relate to at the moment. I see him back. Nothing's official, nothing's confirmed. We're just getting reports. Reports can turn out to be something, they can turn out to be nothing. And the fact that they offered him $99 million US dollars means that they still got one more to go. And so once you see 9 digits in front of your eyes, I don't know. I think MGM's gonna have a power play because no matter what, they can pay him all they want, and it's not gonna eat too much into their budget because these movies make a ton of money. I mean, Spectre obviously had a bigger budget, which they can easily cut down on. Because actually, Skyfall is the least expensive movie that they've made.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's shocking to me.
Yeah, isn't that fun? Actually, Casino Royale might have been, but Skyfall was significantly less money than Quantum of Solace and Spectre. So, if it happens, it happens. If it happens, I got 4 movies that I really, really enjoy out of the deal. So, if Danny wants to do other stuff, then I'm more than willing to watch him. I'm just willing to support my man. I'll be bummed that he's gone. It's kind of like it's sort of like your favorite band taking a hiatus. It's just, you left me with some good memories, but I understand that good things can come to an end. So
Mason,
but
what
I am
if
optimistic.
tomorrow,
Yeah.
What if tomorrow U2 sends out a tweet that says we're taking a break?
Well, the funny thing is they already did that for 4
Did they
years.
really?
Yeah, they released an album in 2009. Went on tour pretty much on and off, like for legs, until 2011, and then they disappeared for 3 whole years to make an album. So I'm used to it.
Okay, so follow up.
Okay,
What if they sent out a tweet that said, "Yeah, we're done"?
they've already confirmed that they're doing another tour. So,
But no, what I'm just saying.
They
that, like,
canceled the tour, and
You know
they-
what?
and then they're like,
Whatever.
"We're finished."
then just say so. Okay. No, I mean, hey, things happen. But I'm optimistic. I've still got Aiden Turner in my sights as an ex-Bond, and I'm interested to see where they take it next because they've become event movies now with Daniel Craig. So let me see what we can do next. If it comes sooner than I hope it does, then that's fine. But like I said, I got 4 movies. He left on an extremely positive note. He left on a movie that tied everything else together. So I'm as happy as I can be if this turns out to be true.
I actually I made up a small, I guess you can
Well,
call it
I
a
don't
short
care what you
list.
think.
Well,
You're
I
going to be smacking
let,
down on my
let me
face.
let me finish my.
I'm actually
sentence.
curious to hear.
I made up a little small list of people I was thinking of who
If I
would
hear
take over the
Idris
role.
Elba, I'm literally going to disconnect on this call.
Okay.
Because I'm
Well, I
sick
just want-
and
I
tired.
just want-
I love Idris Elba, but I'm sick and tired of people saying, "Oh, Idris Elba." It's
Yeah.
not.
I
He'll be
want-
50
I-
years old by the time he makes a movie. No.
Relax.
I know.
relax.
Sorry. It's just
I
noise.
wanted to get your thoughts on like who on this list, as you are the Bond entrepreneur, if you will.
Aficionado, but yeah.
So I'll take
What?
I will take the Idris Elba spot away because he is on the list.
God damn.
Tom Hardy,
No. Too big a name. I love
Ewan
him.
McGregor.
Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor's too cute. I'm sorry. He's too charming. I've seen a lot of Ewan McGregor stuff. He doesn't have the asshole charm that James Bond needs. James Bond needs to be kind of a douche, and I just don't see Ewan pulling that off.
Huh.
What else?
Okay. David Oyelowo.
Sure. Okay. I can dig that.
That was one I really was into.
Yeah.
And then
why not?
this is the one that was I think rumored. Tom
Actually,
Hiddleston.
hold on. Let me check on David Oyelowo.
Okay.
Because I think age is a big part of that. He's 40
I tried to
years
find
old.
people.
All right.
I tried to find people like in the age range.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, David Oyelowo. And then what was the last one?
Tom Hiddleston.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't. He's had his role. Bond needs to be a role that needs to be your role. You can't, for me as a Bond actor, can't have something tied too closely to their image. And the fact that if he hadn't done Loki, then I'd be like, okay, sure, let's see what he can do. But, I don't know. That's kind of how they do Bond, is they want their Bond to be nobody else but Bond. So he's a dark horse for me, and I'm not going to be bummed if he's Bond, but I just don't. That doesn't fit with the trend. But
And I had a couple more. I want to just a couple off of here that are kind of the most different.
Okay.
I want to hear your take.
Courtney Cox.
What if they did do a female Bond? How would you feel about that?
Come on.
I'm serious.
I don't want women in my-
But her character's still the same. She goes around and fucks random guys
Yeah.
instead of girls.
I'm cool
And
with that. No,
It'd be
I'm
funny
cool.
if she got called a slut like
Yeah.
every 4 minutes
I
because
just know
of the
that-
double standard.
Tumblr culture will lose its fucking mind. So I'd be fine with a lady Bond. That's cool. That's cool. with me. Jamie Bond.
I had Simon Pegg.
No.
No,
Okay.
God, no.
Shut the fuck up.
That was one that like came to mind. I'm like, that could be cool.
No,
Or
it couldn't.
disaster. I don't know. And then Colin Farrell.
I
Mm,
don't hate that.
yeah, that one. I don't think he's a leading man. To be honest with you, I
True.
think he works best as a supporting player.
Okay.
He's
But-
got a movie coming out really soon.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
The Lobster. I'm really
He's
excited
a
for it.
fantastic piece.
yeah, I like him in those kind of roles, like sort of off to the side, doesn't stay too long, and just believes an impression. So yeah, I don't know.
Here were the two others that I was really liking. Paul Bettany.
Mm, no, I don't think he's handsome enough.
Isn't that Vision?
Yeah,
Yes. And
I like Paul Bettany. I don't see that one.
And then the one other that like I don't know why I never thought of it. Sacha Baron Cohen.
Sure.
No.
I think Sacha Baron Cohen can I honestly think he can do anything. Like
Yeah.
to be honest, he's a really underrated actor. Yeah, he doesn't pick the best stuff, but the guy's a chameleon. But I think he might serve better as a villain. Just 'cause
Yeah, true.
He could play somebody that's like kind of like sort of Javier Bardemish, where he's sort of stone faced, but he also you get the little hint of insanity, like you can see in his eyes. I like that, but that's a really interesting list. But of that group, I would definitely go with the LOL. I think he
Yeah.
could be good. But Aiden Turner's still my guy.
He was in The Hobbit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there were none, but whatever. Cody, you have any throw at me by any chance?
Yeah, let me look around my room. Christian Bale.
No. No.
Um,
Let's get to the movie.
Chris Pratt.
No,
Chris
absolutely.
Pratt would be cool.
That's-
Oh man, that'd be terrible.
Justin Long.
Jesus Christ. Kevin Smith.
Oh my god.
All right.
Hey, I only did one per poster.
True.
One other I didn't really think it would be a good idea, but one other that came to my mind was he was in Across the Universe. What is his name?
Jim Sturgis.
Jim Sturgis. What do you think about that?
Huh.
He's kind of young, but
I would like that actually. I think he'd be good.
Okay, you could sell me on that one. He's 38, so he's in the wheelhouse. Sure. I'll go Jim Sturgis. That's a good one. I think they should have he actually kind of looks a lot like Ben Whishaw, which might, I don't know.
Yeah.
And he's a white dude. I think they're going to want to do something a little bit different, but yeah. That's a cool choice.
Black woman.
But,
Lupita
yeah.
Nyong'o. It's gonna be her.
Sure, she could kick ass.
get Oprah.
But no Idris Elba. Like I said, I love the guy, but by the time he can do a movie, he'll be 50 years old, and
Too
it's just
old. Too
I'd
old
love
to
to
begin
s-
the training.
I love to see him as M, to be honest with you. He'd be great
As
at
M, that'd be cool if they
yeah,
switched M's.
or
Before
villain or something.
before we go to the movie, speaking of Idris Elba, just circling back to Star Trek for a second,
Stop.
his villain looks amazing. Just saying.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll take your word for it. I'll
He's in
let
that
you know.
movie?
Yeah,
What
he's a
is he?
villain.
He's got white face on though,
Awesome.
kind of. It's like he looks like a busted coconut.
The
Isn't it?
makeup looks
racist?
really cool.
Well, I'm just saying. No, look at the thing. Look at him. Just saying, like there's slivers of dark and light. It's weird. But anyways, let's get on with the show to the movie of the day. Let's talk about The Nice Guys.
Something about it.
She's dead.
She's not dead. She's not dead.
Why do you think everyone involved with this case was dying?
I gotta say, to start this off, there were not as many fedoras as I expected there to be with a title like that.
There was not even a single neckbeard.
R/Nice Guys is the best subreddit. Don't
I'm
even.
gonna go on it right now.
It's great. But yeah, The Nice Guys. So I'm gonna start off on this one. Let's talk about Shane Black for a second.
Do it.
I've seen two of his movies. Two of his movies that he's directed. One I liked, one I hated. I like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That's a fun movie. That's the chemistry between RDJ and Val Kilmer is fabulous. Iron Man 3, I just no, thank you. And so I came into this one a little bit split because I know this guy. He's one of those. He's kind of from the Tarantino generation where he's sort of this guy. Like I would be shocked if one of his favorite movies wasn't Pulp Fiction because he's he tries to write in the style that Tarantino does.
And
So
to be fair, there's a scene right out of Pulp Fiction in the movie.
you're gonna have to refresh me on that one.
It's the diner scene.
Oh, true.
It's not exact
okay.
scene, but
I
it
see
was
what you're
very similar.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so I came into this movie not really knowing what to expect. I like Ryan Gosling. Russell Crowe's fine most of the time. I mean, he's not my favorite, but I don't hate him by any means. And I guess if I had to pick a word to describe this movie, it would be redundant. Because, and I'll get into more specifics as we go on. I just feel like I feel like I've seen this movie before. You know, I didn't feel like this brought anything new to the comedic crime drama, if that makes any sense. So I like the movie, but it was too familiar, and some of the things just didn't work for me, but we'll get into it as we go. So Cody, I want to hear from you next. What are some initial thoughts on The Nice Guys?
I loved this movie.
Mm-hmm.
This humor was right up my alley. Everything about it, I was the one laughing the most in the theater, mostly at the Hitler jokes. A lot of the people didn't really find it as funny as I did, but I don't know. I thought it was really great. The chemistry between the two leads was amazing, and not to mention that little girl actress is great.
Mm-hmm.
She was awesome in that. I don't know. I really, really enjoyed watching it. I had a lot of fun seeing it.
Okay. Josh, what about you?
I loved this movie. I thought it was fantastic. So funny. Like you, Cody, I'm with you. The humor was like, I don't think there was a single joke that like didn't hit for me. Like, I think, yeah, the chemistry between these two was amazing. Ryan Gosling is incredible in this movie.
Oh, he's so good.
Oh my God. Russell Crowe's great, but Ryan Gosling is so amazing in this movie. And the little girl who plays his daughter, she's great. I love their little back and forth they have. And just everything, I think the tone, the balance of kind of plot and the character stuff and the humor is done really well. And even a little bit of like heart stuff here and there. It's just so much fun from start to finish. And it never, shouldn't, it's a story that shouldn't be told in a serious way at all, but it never tries to be too deadly serious. It has fun with its kind of semi-dark subject matter, and I really appreciate that. It's similar to kind of how like Tarantino or someone like Edgar Wright handles their movies, where they like kind of take dark stuff and make it comedic and fun.
Mm-hmm. How great is Hot Fuzz, though?
Amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this was a really great movie. One of the best I've seen all year so far. Just so much fun. I might want to go check it out again. I honestly, as I was watching it, I felt like this feels like a movie that we're gonna call like a classic years from now. Like it just has that.
It's got cult classic written all over it.
Yeah, I felt. It's not as good as Pulp Fiction, but I felt like this was kind of a new generation's Pulp Fiction in a way. It won't be. I don't think it's as memorable, but I felt similar in that vein to me. I loved it. It was great.
So let's talk about Crowe and Gosling while we're on the subject. First of all, has Crowe always been this fat?
No.
Okay.
This was new. I also
he put on
noticed
weight.
it.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Did he put on weight
buddy.
for the role, or did he just get fat?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he put it on for the role.
I mean,
the last movie I saw him in was Man of Steel.
Yeah, he was fit as hell in that one. That was like, okay, all right, this Russell Crowe, but he was agile. It's not like he couldn't do some
working
stuff.
That dad bod.
Well, that's more than a dad bod. That's a racist that lives in your hometown bod.
Every other person in our hometown, right, Mason?
Yeah, unfortunately, but we voted Trump. But anyways, I agree with you guys. I really dug the chemistry between these guys. Like I think, to be in all fairness, I think Ryan Gosling, he can have chemistry with anybody. Like he hosted SNL this season, and he was just like, I saw this whole movie coming. It's like, oh yeah, he's gonna be great. He's gonna have a good time. So that was never in any doubt. I liked Crowe quite a bit. He had some funny moments. He had some funny lines. He's a really good physical actor too. Like he gets a lot of physical comedy from. I mean, he should, since he's got that much to use. Sorry, last fat joke. I swear. yeah, it's like I liked them both.
But no,
They were a little
what's
bit
his name?
similar.
Russell Crowe is definitely what's it called? The straight man, the straight
Yeah.
guy, whatever it's called.
He has
The one
I think,
who doesn't make all the jokes,
Yeah, he is
But-
the joke in a way.
kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ryan Gosling in this movie he was too good. I don't think he's gonna get nominated for an Oscar, but I kind of want him to because he was so good in every single.
there was
He
There was-
played a really good asshole, which is very hard to do. So I respect him for that. So
there was the one scene where he was like, oh no, when he sees. Well, I'll save it till we get to the spoilers. But there's a part where he had me dying.
okay. So let's see. So let's talk about the comedy for a second. I think I went into this movie. I'd seen a couple of trailers, like not too many times. It's not like I've been obsessing watching these trailers. So there was this one image that was probably my favorite moment of the entire movie, just in terms of like gut bust laugh. Was spoiler alert, by the way. We'll get into spoilers.
We're into spoilers.
Yeah, we're gonna do that pretty soon. Not that there's much to spoil here, but towards the end, Gosling is fighting with that henchman or something like that, and they both fall. They both fall off the building. Gosling lands in the pool, and the other guy just gets pancaked.
Yes.
That was hysterical. And I was expecting more stuff like that. What I ended up getting was more, like I said, Tarantino-y, like punchy, quick, kind of funny dialogue. There was a lot of that. And
So more banter, less.
no, less banter, more like gags. Like Deadpool. The thing I love about Deadpool's humor is that I think it towed the line pretty well of physical comedy and just spoken word comedy.
Okay.
Which I like. I like both of those things, but with this movie, there was just way too much spoken comedy. Where by the time that we got like, oh, I'm gonna say some quippy. Oh, me some quippy. Sarcastic. Like that just got a little bit stale for me. Where I wanted to see more things like when the scene when Ryan Gosling falls down the hill and he sees the dead body.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Okay, great. That's what I
Love
was,
that whole
I was hedging bets.
sequence.
I wanted more stuff like that, and not so much just I like the dialogue. It's just there was too much of it. I needed more variety in it. Like I needed more stuff like the dead body or when the guy fell out the window. I like that kind of stuff. But what do you guys think? What's your take?
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but I mean, it didn't bother me at all.
Okay.
I mean, I thought the writing, Shane Black. Say what you will about Iron Man 3. I thought the writing for that movie was fantastic in terms of dialogue and banter and stuff. And it's the same. It's even better times 12 here. The dialogue and the writing is pitch perfect. Just some of the I don't know if some of it felt like some of it was improvised because it just felt so natural to me.
I could see that, yeah.
But I mean, if it's not, I mean, it's just a testament to how good of a writer Shane Black is. It's just so fun and fresh and witty dialogue and banter between these two guys, and even the daughter. Again, great. And a lot of the other characters too. A couple of the other side characters. Everyone's just so fun.
Yeah,
It's
this
just-
movie was very well casted.
Yeah,
Matt Bomer,
surprising. Yeah, Matt Bomer was hilarious in this movie. He was so ridiculous.
I've been saying for years. I love that guy, and I wanted him to be Batman or something, get some big role. So this was a nice little consolation prize, I guess.
He was so good. This movie was hilarious. He was
Um,
great. I loved him.
yeah, and another. I talked a little bit in the beginning about how I felt this movie was redundant, and that's kind of like a punchy word almost. It's like, oh, well, you say something's redundant, like that's a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but with Shane Black, have you guys seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
no, but I really want to.
They're the same movies. Like The Nice Guys and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I know you can say, oh well, different this, different that, but in their core, they're mysteries. They're comedic mysteries set in L.A. I think both of them have to do with porn, which is interesting. That have this same kind of repartee between the two leads, and then it's RDJ and Val Kilmer. Here it's Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. So I just didn't. I guess yeah, it makes sense. You guys enjoy this as much as you did. So I definitely encourage you to go and check out Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. But I just felt like I felt like he didn't really push his boundaries here because he, for the most part, except for a change in location, well not location, but change in setting with the time, he kind of made this movie already. So I was a little hesitant to be like, okay, well, what? You're not really doing anything new here, Shane. You're doing it. I think you're doing it better, but you're not doing anything different. And that's sort of one of the hang-ups I had with the movie. I just couldn't really get into it because I've I've seen the movie before, so I don't. Yeah, it was a weird experience. But what are some other thoughts that you guys have on the movie? Let's talk about the action. What'd you think?
Loved
Great.
It was
Yeah.
great. When it was not saturated,
Yeah.
it wasn't in every scene,
hmm
and so when it was actually there, it was great.
hmm
Like that scene you were talking about earlier with him and Keith David fell off the roof.
Yeah.
That was so fun. That whole party scene was
And then Yeah,
exquisite.
the
It was
fight
amazing.
the fight between Russell Crowe and Keith David, that was great.
Wait, why do you guys keep calling him that? I don't. Who is that
That's
guy?
his name. That's
Keith
the
David?
actor's name.
Oh.
The like black guy who
He's
was
the guy
after-
with the voice.
Oh, I didn't know that was his name. Okay.
Yeah.
What else has he done that's famous? He was in Requiem for a Dream.
Was he in Major League?
Fuck,
I know. I'm
don't
thinking of
know.
Dennis Hainsbert. Never-
Did you play Mass Effect?
no.
No, he was Anderson in Mass Effect.
I'll look it up while you guys keep talking. Josh, what do you think about the action?
Yeah.
I mean, I just thought it was really well done. It was fun. It was just really, it was exciting. It was just exciting. It worked with the humor. It didn't, again, like I was saying, it never took itself too seriously. It felt like it flowed naturally and incorporated some of the humor and that fresh like wit into it. And you know, in the one, it's not really an action scene, but the bit where the guy with the blue face, he gets hit by the car, and then he just drives off. That was
fuck this, and he's just gone.
that was so funny.
That was pretty.
God, that was great.
So let's see. Let's talk about some more performances. Let's talk about the girl. I thought she was really good, and she kind of fit the whole Harley role from Iron Man 3. That's sort of what I was thinking of, where she's this, but she also reminded me a lot of Penny from Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
Because in that show,
Wow.
Penny is like this. She's got brain, which I guess you can fit as Russell Crowe's character if you want to. But she's like Inspector Gadget, aka like if you want to equate it to Ryan Gosling's character, they're both like they're just idiots. And then
incompetent douchebags.
yeah, and she kind of does everything. Well, Inspector Gadget is a douchebag. He's just a moron. But depends how far you're reading that show. But so I
think that he's the true enemy.
yeah. I really couldn't get Inspector Gadget out of my head, where I was just like, Penny. She even wore overalls like Penny did. It's like, come on. But she was cool. I feel like she was in the movie a little bit too much because she kind of did everything. Like it just didn't make sense. It's like, okay, why is she's at the party just because she's at the party? Like, I don't know. I could have done.
There. She's smart.
Yeah, I could. I probably could have done with less of her, but I enjoyed her while she was there. So I don't know if that's kind of negates itself, I guess. But yeah, she was cool, and also like we said, Matt Bomer, just the best.
It was just such a rogue casting for such a small role. He's a pretty big name.
I didn't know he was in the movie. I had no idea.
I didn't either. Like,
hey,
all I
Matt
know,
Bomer.
like he's on. I don't know if he's still on American Horror Story, but he was this last season. I kind of stopped watching because that show's garbage. But he's really good. He was also in a show called Chuck that I watched.
You love Chuck.
It was a good show. He was just really funny.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So Josh, what else do you want to talk about? What else did you love about the movie that we haven't talked about?
I don't know. It's just everything. It's well directed. It's just such a great movie to me. I just had so much fun the entire time I was sitting in here. Like just from the opening scene, I thought was great.
Oh yeah.
The opening scene.
Oh yeah.
Just with the car in the background of the window, just quiet. He's just like drinking his drink, reading a Playboy. The car
That was
flies,
awesome.
and then he just flies through the house. He's like,
Was
"What?"
that the kid from Iron Man 3?
Yes, Ty Simpkin.
Oh, was it? Oh yeah, it was.
He's
Yeah.
gangly. He's gonna have a rough puberty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
14 years old. Giddy up for a bad few years, buddy.
Yeah.
He'll be good though. Just do some
He'll
voice.
come out on the other side. It'll.
Do some voice work if you need to. I don't
As
know.
long as he doesn't get into drugs, he'll be fine.
He's in Hollywood, of course.
He's not a big enough star for that yet.
One thing I have to say to this movie's credit is that it made me kind of like California, which most movies, the way they shoot California, I just want to like take a shower, and I hate it so much. But this one actually looked cool. It was like a lot like Hail Caesar. It made it look kind of nice. So I definitely give it credit for that. Black, whoever his cinematographer was, did a really really good job, and I dug what he did. The music made me want more.
Yeah, I loved the music in this movie.
No, I know, like I like the music they use, but I figured this would be like an Almost Famous kind of situation where the score is the music that
it's like a storytelling device.
Yeah, but this one they actually had a score, and I was just like, oh, that's not really called for, because it's when you have this plethora of 70s music is some of my favorite music. When you have this plethora of awesome stuff to choose between, why you would go with a simple piano song in an emotional moment was just like, okay, you could have done better there. Maybe there's something with the song rights and royalties and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but
copywriting and
but hey,
it costs a lot of money to use a song.
Yeah, no, if Cameron Crowe can do it, then why can't they?
Yeah, I mean,
if Guardians of the Galaxy can do it, why can't they?
Well, it's fucking Marvel.
That's true, but this is Warner Brothers, so I
would argue at this point that Marvel has more money than Warner Brothers.
Disney has more money than everyone on the earth.
Exactly.
So. Yeah, true.
But
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
just love that music. Like I like the like if I heard the theme from Shaft, I would have been so psyched.
That would have been awesome.
Stuff like that. Like I like 70s music, and it's funky. Like they get into it in the beginning with the kind of wah-wah guitars and all that stuff. But I
wish that was more present in the movie. The guitar, it doesn't need to be one that like a copyrighted song or anything. I like just that music. It makes you think of the 70s. I think that would have been perfect.
Yeah, the music in that style maybe. But I also, small nitpick, I kind of, and this was the point of the movie, so I'm not going to hold against it too much, but I just didn't really like Ryan Gosling's character. I kind of wanted him to go away. So maybe that's
opposite.
That's kind of what they were going for. They made him too unlikable at times. So that's a lot. That's kind of a Mason problem more than a movie problem. So I'll give it that one. But what else do you guys want to talk about?
I don't know. I thought I would say that the story wasn't really anything.
Yeah.
Amazing. Story was whatever. It was kind of just
the story was just a device for them to.
Yeah, it was definitely more character. It was totally a character-driven type of thing, with kind of like little plot devices here and there for them to kind of interact over.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't mind that at all because the writing for it was excellent. My other one little problem is a couple of those little plot elements kind of just happen. They kind of come into, okay, this is like how we're doing this now, and it's kind of really goes by really fast, and then it's just like, okay, now we're going and doing this. But honestly, those are my only like little gripes. I thought everything else was really well done. One other thing, you speaking of like how it like you wanted more of that 70s like music. I felt the music, like the score itself was like, it felt kind of not inspired, but like it felt like it was kind of replicating the 70s feel. And I don't know, it made me feel like you were saying with Almost Famous, it made me feel like very, like this was very authentic of the 70s. So I don't know. I appreciated that.
I wanted them, if they used the music from The Martian, I would have been so psyched, because that's the perfect kind of thing that you want to go for. Yeah, like that, like The Martian. If you take that music and put it in here, I would be over the moon. But they just didn't really do that, and I was bummed, because I love 70s music. It's so stupid and fun. But all right, we'll end it with one more little thing. Is I want to hear what was your guys' favorite scene? Do you have one? Let's talk about it.
Oh,
I do.
God. You go first. I have to think. I have a couple.
Okay. Let's see. Actually, Cody, you go.
I have two of them.
Okay, good, because I need more time. To think.
Although one of them is a payoff from an earlier joke. When he falls into the pool and he opens his eyes and sees Richard Nixon swimming above him,
yeah, that
was
killed me.
Literally the funniest thing
Oh my God.
I've seen in a long time. But it's a payoff from another joke earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
And then my other scene I really liked was at the end when, who was that? The woman, the Secretary of Defense or whatever.
Kim Basinger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she was sitting there and Ryan Gosling was like, whenever she was on, she's like, I shouldn't have been this fake German. She's like, she says, what is he doing? And Russell Crowe says, I believe he's equating you to Adolf Hitler. Like,
brutal.
All of the Hitler jokes in this movie killed me.
Oh, yeah, those were great.
This movie was written for me.
I remembered mine. My favorite scene was very much it was kind of an Abbott and Costello thing where when they went to the courthouse steps and they had the dead kids.
Oh yes.
We can't talk. We're dead.
You're dead.
And he's just like that one kid in the gas was like, "Fuck you!" Like that was I love that stuff.
So the gas masks didn't help.
It's like, yeah, but you're dead, aren't you? It's like, no, but we're dead. He's like, that's what he just said. Oh, that scene killed me. That was a really.
Then he
funny
steps on
scene.
somebody's hand like, "Ow!"
Thought you were
Thought
dead.
you were
Yeah,
dead.
I love that. That was really funny. She isn't here. Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know if this is my favorite, but the one that's I keep thinking of is when they're investigating the Dean's house, the guy whose house burned down,
Yeah.
and the kid comes by on the bike, and he talks
my
about
dick?
he's like I wanted to be in it. I have a big dick.
Oh.
Do you want to see it?
She's like
No.
12, though. That's the thing.
So you gave
I
me 20.
know.
It's like, hey, she'll give you $20. Like I'm not giving. I'm not
I already
saying.
gave it to. Wait.
Yeah, and they just like, why am I talking to this kid? like, oh, that's
Oh, and then
that's good stuff.
the on-running
Oh my
Chet.
god!
fucking Chet.
Yeah.
I hated Chet so much. It was so funny.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I like that. But the last thing I'll say is I feel like movies. I like comedies, and I feel like the biggest mistake the comedies make a lot of the times is that they have a plot. Like I just felt there was so much going on in this movie. I wanted to take a step back and just be like, okay, let's not. I don't care about the mystery. The mystery's not what I came here for.
Did
I came
just
here
hear that right? Mason not caring about mystery.
in a comedy. Yes, absolutely. If it's a comedy, like I could give a crap less about the plot unless there's something like it's telling like an allegory or something like with Anchorman 2 or Anchorman 1 where it's about something like that. Those movies don't really have plots; they have stories. And I wanted this to be more of a story and less of a plot. Like, oh, okay, we're gonna do the investigation. All right, let's get through this. Come on, film canister. Okay, cool. But I could use a little bit less of that and more of, like I said, gags instead of dialogue. Just the scales were tipped a little bit too far in one direction. But that's fine. I still enjoyed the flick. So, any closing thoughts?
It's awesome.
I loved it.
All right, let's grade it up, Cody.
9.5.
Oh wow. I'm gonna go 7.5. Josh.
I go 9
Go
and a
9.
half. 9.5.
9.5. You said 9 first, so that's what we're holding you to. No, I'm kidding. But good stuff. So, The Nice Guys is a success. Good stuff. All right, let's move on. Watching, reading, listening to. Start us off, Josh.
So as I said, I think 2 weeks ago, so I wasn't here last week. I was replaying the Uncharted games.
Stop.
played 'em
No,
all.
that's mine. You can't.
Well, I'm saying it anyway.
We'll talk about it. You guys the two you talk about.
Yeah.
It. Just,
So then I just played Uncharted 4. I played it twice. Played the whole thing twice now. This game is phenomenal. This is on. I mean, I've said this a couple times, but in other places. But even though technically it's a video game, this is my favorite movie of 2016.
stop.
Uncharted 4, because it's better than every movie this or
there's
last year.
also a big history. If you just went into that,
Wait, so you like it?
Blind.
You like it more than Civil War?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, it's phenomenal. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know how far you've gotten with the Uncharted games, but these are playable movies. They are
Naughty Dog is
cinematic.
really good at that.
Yeah, Naughty Dog. I've said it before. Naughty Dog does not make video games. They make cinematic experiences. Aside from Jack and Daxter, or is that
And
what? Yeah,
Crash Bandicoot.
yeah. Fun times. Yeah, Uncharted 4. I mean, it's how have you haven't finished it, right, Cody?
I'm mere moments away from finishing it.
Okay, well, you should have just gone all the way.
Well, we had to do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's something I've just never understood. It's like, why do you want a story when you're playing a video game? I
Because-
don't get that.
Why do you want a story when you're watching a movie? It's the same thing.
Well, video games are more of like you do stuff.
Yeah, it's more
Yeah.
interactive.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like to me, just games where it's just like you do hit buttons and do things, like that's so boring to me. Like Call of Duty is like the most boring, uninteresting thing in the world to me. So because I hate those games because they're just like it's like, oh cool, I shoot people.
Next.
Okay.
Call
I'm
of
done.
Duty 4 has a
Yeah.
pretty good story.
It's like they're all the same to me. And it's just like I like story driven video games where it's like I care about
Wait.
the characters.
Which is the one where Gary Oldman says my name? Which one's that?
That is Call of Duty Black Ops.
Okay, yeah, that one.
That is also a good one. That's more of a movie than it is a game.
True.
Game is great.
But
Numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
I don't know. I posted that as like me in math class on Facebook once. Got like 6 likes. I was pretty psyched.
Like between like Uncharted 2, 3, 4, and The Last of Us, Naughty Dog has made some of the best movies that aren't actually movies in the last several years. So I want to see what else they do. I think Uncharted 4. I don't know if I like it as much as The Last of Us, but to me it's pretty much a perfect game. It's an incredible finale. It's my favorite of the series, and I love it. It's amazing. Go play it if you haven't played it.
So did it have an actual like end, or is it like it had an end?
Yes.
Like there's not going to be another one.
There could be, but they're probably. I mean, they're trying. It's very clear that it's a definitive ending, but there could potentially be. It doesn't completely close the door off of any potential feature. But
Cop out. Cody, what do you think of Uncharted 4?
So last week, I shared my opinions on Uncharted 3. I didn't care for it. The controls were awful. I did not have fun while I was playing it. I didn't like the story as much as Uncharted 2. No, it was more of a chore. By the end of it, I was like, I hated the shooting segments. I'm like, you're an action game. You're an adventure game. You're not a shooting game. Let me climb shit. I don't want to shoot stuff. So I liked, it was fine. It was okay. It was basically the Return of the Jedi of the Star Wars, But Uncharted 4 fixed literally everything I disliked about Uncharted 3. I had fun in the shooting parts, and I was invested in the story. I love every second. I love all the history talk. I love the flashbacks. I love the characters. I love that I care as much about Sam Drake as much as I do about Nathan Drake, and he's been in one game. It's been in one game.
Sam is amazing.
Voiced by the most amazing voice actor ever,
Michael Cera.
Troy Baker.
I thought Michael Cera.
No, that's Joel from The Last of Us, in case you were wondering.
For true.
I love it. I'm having so much fun playing this game. I'm kind of bummed that I'm about to beat it, tell you the truth.
Which chapter are you on?
21. 22 so Thieves' End.
You have something really fun coming up.
Oh boy.
I mean, can we spoil it?
I don't care.
I already did the sword fight, if that's what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Because that was awesome.
I know.
That was one of the best boss fights I've ever played in a video game.
It was so much fun.
Wow. Cool. As for myself, I saw a couple of movies. I've also been rewatching the X-Men movies, but I saw 3 movies that I really want to talk about with you guys. First up is V for Vendetta.
Love it.
I'm pretty sure this is a perfect movie, and
it's so good.
You can't. I don't think. I watched this movie. I paid very close attention to it. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it's perfect. It's one of my favorite movies. I love this movie so. I always forget how much I love it until I watch it. I was like, damn, this is like a great script.
It's good.
It moves. There's so much mystery. Like the scene when V goes to kill that woman. Like the first 2 killings were just so full of anger and hate, and then
this one is just out of like, it's something I have to do. I don't want to do it. Yeah, I respect you. You were the nice one, basically.
Yeah, he comes to this last one. Like obviously, spoiler alert, but it just breaks your heart a little bit. And just when Natalie Portman, again, more spoilers, so please see the movie. When Natalie Portman is locked up in the jail and the flashback sequences, like I don't know, like
whenever it rains, I
get
say,
it.
God is in the rain.
Yeah, man, dude.
And whoever I'm with thinks I'm insane because they don't get the joke.
Josh, what do you think about V for Vendetta?
I've never seen it.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my God.
That's right, dude. You gotta get on that. Like with this recent watch, it leapfrogged Batman Begins, or not Batman Begins. It leapfrogged Batman 1989.
Did the Wachowskis do this?
They wrote it. They wrote it, and it's the best thing that they've ever done. This for me blows the Matrix out of the water.
Oh, absolutely.
I think the Matrix looks like a 2-bit side scroller compared to this movie.
Hey, Matrix is amazing.
Matrix is overrated. I'm sorry.
No.
I've watched that movie. I gave that movie 3 tries, and I'm so mad on it.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. It shows its age. Everybody's in black coats. It's weird. It's like they all look like school shooters. I don't get it.
Like an S&M convention.
Yeah, like it's creepy. I also watched Up in the Air with George Clooney, which was wonderful. He's the man. And I also watched Room.
And we talked about that, didn't
Can we just stop now?
We'll stop now. I liked it. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. I
Didn't
Oh
like
yeah,
it
we
enough.
talked about it on the phone.
yeah.
We texted about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked it, but there's just so much misery, and I didn't like. I get why. I think I would have been better off watching that in the theater than watching it at home when I can leave and not feel guilty about it, because it was so heavy, and I don't know, I didn't like it. I liked it. I respected it, but I didn't like it. I never want to watch it again. I never want to think about it again. I think the filmmaking was good. It was good stuff, but it just wraps you up, and the movie puts its hands on your throat and just doesn't quite kill you, but it gets close. And
But that's
leave
kind
me
of
alone.
the point.
I know,
That's the point.
and that's fine if people like that. That's cool, but as far as a movie watching experience, that's not what I watch movies for. I don't watch movies to feel like that. And I know you're gonna be mad at me, Josh, but the kid annoyed me.
Really?
Oh no!
The
Stop!
the
no.
baby voice just drove me up a wall. It's like, but mama,
That's his real life voice.
I know, it drove me crazy. I don't like kids in movies are rough. I mean, obviously, what's her Brie Larson was really good. I know no complaints about her. Her character was a little bit of she was an interesting, she was a tough little cookie, but you know, I can't make any judgments because that's a horrible situation. But the kid was good. He was convincing. I just wanted him to shut up for a little while, and I just hated watching the movie. But I liked it. I don't know. It's one of those movies I just never want to watch again. I'm glad I can tick it off of my having seen box where I don't have to think about that movie anymore. I'm glad that you liked it. Just no, thank you. Need more explosions. Needs more lightsabers.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry. I don't like movies like I can't. I haven't seen. I have the same thing. It makes me feel better. I have the same deal with Silence of the Lambs.
You
Don't even start.
Oh my god.
No,
Don't
except
even
that one I like a lot more. It's just so miserable and creepy. I have a tough time watching it. That's all.
I mean, I can kind of see where you're coming from, but like, there are movies I'll never watch. Like, what's the slavery movie? 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah.
I think it's a great movie. I'm never gonna watch that again. That's the most
Exactly.
depressing thing I've ever seen. But like, I still love the movie.
Yeah, I can't get that worked up about something that I'm just so miserable watching. I don't know.
I guess I mean, I just appreciate like the filmmaking and like.
No, Abramson was great. I mean, he did so much with the movie. But it's just I just never want to think about it, and I can't say I love a movie that I feel so just creeped out by. I'm glad I watched.
I would say it's more heartwarming than heartbreaking.
Yeah, I don't know. When
It's
you get
hopeful. I wouldn't say heartwarming.
Yeah.
Nobody had a good time in that movie.
Yeah, true.
I would say that it's definitely a hopeful movie.
You know what it's like? The movie is like when you walk into a room and somebody's had a really nasty fight where they've just like been screaming at you, and there's a lot of like this vitriol in the air. It was that for 2 hours. That's kind of what it felt like. I was just really uncomfortable being there. You ever been in that
I
situation?
was too.
Yeah. I don't know. I spoke.
I mean,
but
I guess I mean it's just I like that type of stuff, and that's
Okay.
You don't. That's cool.
I like Silence of the Lambs a lot more if it makes you feel any better. I actually, because that's got the investigation, mystery, all that stuff. But the scene of them escaping was just, whew. That was
the part that I had to take a break from.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, as soon as she finds him like outside when the cops and all have gotten involved.
Got up and got a drink of water.
I got a drink. I was like, my heart was pounding and I was breathing like so heavily. Like I was like, I thought I was having a stroke or a heart attack.
It was rough.
I was so stressed out.
Same. Yeah, that was a great job by Lenny Abramson. He can direct whoever he wants because even if I didn't care for the movie that much, that scene alone is brilliant. But anyways, so yeah, we finally been months have passed, and I finally can say I've seen Room.
God,
never want to think about it again, but I feel like that's the point.
Movie that I put above Star Wars, just an FYI.
You know, I'll say after that movie, I'm definitely going to keep the woman I have chained up in my basement. I'm going to be nice to her. I'm going to be much nicer to her. I'm going to feed her tonight, I think. Sorry. I'm sorry, girl. I feel like they should have dove more into the fact that that's her kid. Or that's his kid more. Like,
Who cares if it's his kid? F him.
No,
Like,
it's not. Remember, she explicitly says it's not like biologically it's his, but
Yeah. No, I thought they should have explored that a little bit more, to be honest with you, because that's like in the head, that's like messed up. Just like psychologically, the fact that the greatest thing to happen to you came from the worst thing that's ever happened to you, and something so horrible. I wanted to, obviously, I don't want to see more of that, but I wanted them. I feel like they kind of glazed over that a little bit, where that kind of conversation I think would have been really interesting if you get into the psychology of it.
So what you're saying is you wanted a flashback rape scene.
No, I'm saying I want her to talk about it. I'm saying I wanted her to talk about it with somebody. God, yeah, like a grief counselor, her mom, or something like that.
I can see that.
It's just that's something.
there's more of that in the book.
Yeah, I'm surprised we never got there, but because that's a big theme. But yep, that's Room. Well, no more mentions on the show, please. I don't. I just no fun.
I'll make sure to mention.
But next week we got X-Men Apocalypse, X-Men Apocalypto, directed by Mel Gibson. But, I hope
that would be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be very. Just the whole movie's gonna be Eric Lencher's in the concentration camp. The whole movie, no more. Just him. Just him. That'd be uncomfortable. But we're really excited about that one. We'll talk. Seems like Josh and I have already. So Cody, if you can, feel free to check out some X-Men. So we'll do a quick little conversation about the series as a whole, or just do some of the scene grabs on YouTube and check some of those out, and we'll have a conversation there.
Did you not hear me earlier? I said I was literally watching Days of Future Past.
Oh no, that's Josh who didn't. Or Josh, have you been watching them?
No, I've been watching them.
Great, so we're all good. Never mind. I'm sorry, I forgot. Good stuff. So we'll talk about that next week. We'll do chronology, do our game night. Be a lot of fun. So yeah, any parting words, my friends?
See the movie.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you can follow us at _RealFlix on Twitter. Send us an email at realflixpodcast@gmail.com and leave us an iTunes review, telling me how much of an idiot I am for not liking Room as much as I maybe should have. So
I'm gonna make a new account just to do it.
Just do it. Go for it. It's a movie. But until next time, guys, take it easy.
Bye.
Later.